Hi, Mosaic. I hope everybody's well. It's good to see you. Hey, we've had a phenomenal few weeks of ministry, especially with the opportunity to be outside. You know, our 1050 service has been out on the grassy knoll on the north side of the church and has been incredibly well attended, highly enthusiastic and effective. Even the neighborhoods, you know, the music and everything just kind of trickles down through the alleys and through the streets. And we've had people come up and join our services and be really encouraged, not only by the word and by the worship, but also by you. You know, just the hospitality you provide, the kindness, the consideration, and just that welcoming spirit. We just thank you so much for everything you are, and just love that we are all a part of this thing that God is doing here. With all that being said, as wonderful as those outside services were, with the cooling weather, you know, my hope was, we'll just bundle up, we'll sit outdoors, and yeah, but I think that's my Western New York Buffalo self. I'd sit out there in 3 feet of snow. But you know what I don't have? Little kids. I'm not maybe as, fragile or frail as some of our folks might be, and I don't mean that in any way in a negative connotation. I'm getting that way myself. It's just the necessity of making sure that we're caring and accommodating to as many people as we can in regard to ministering to them. So with that all being said, and everything getting colder and colder and wetter, we're going to be moving our 1050 service back indoors. So with that, there are a couple things I want to be thinking about. First of all, we need to recognize the continued condition of our culture and community. As we move inside, we want to recognize and respect the fact that there are still those being affected in regard to their health. And so we want to make sure that we provide a space that accommodates all of our various health conditions and concerns. So what I want to do is I want to encourage us, each and all, to continue to love each other as well as we have, being considerate and respectful of one another, honoring one another above ourselves, and humbly serve one another with brotherly love. This has never been more necessary than it is today. You can see it in every aspect of our lives, right across the board. So, as we move inside, there are a couple things I want to make sure we encourage. First of all, we encourage you to wear a mask. If you are in a position or a person who finds that to be an essential part of your health consciousness, we want to make sure that you understand that that's encouraged. We also encourage us to remain distant where it's both necessary and appropriate. There are a couple other things that I want to make clear too. Even though we're not outside anymore, it's going to be kind of like we're outside. As usual, although the heat will be on, the windows are going to be open, air's going to be flowing. With that, you may, like if you sit along the edges, you may want to have your jacket close, a hot cup of coffee or cocoa, even a blanket if you want. Now the heat's on, it's not going to be precipitating inside, snow's not going to be blowing through. It'll still be comfortable. So I want to thank you all for being broken pieces in this beautiful mosaic that God is making, gathered up, brought together, pieced together, and beautifully knit together by God's gracious and skillful hands. And as we gather together and we fellowship and worship and spend time in the Word, may we be an encouragement to one another. May we be a humble servant to one another. May we be as welcoming and hospitable to those who are coming in for the first time. May we love well, and may that be spoken of. May that be seen. May that ring through still our streets and our alleys, that Jesus is present among us, His Holy Spirit is moving in us, and our Father is glorified. Looking forward to seeing you this weekend. Love you all.